Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. The weather is wonderful outside, and I'm going to quickly go out and enjoy it. But before I do, I promised you that we would have part 3 today. This next part of Business Owner Entrepreneur Series. I just didn't realize I would still be on the U factor. So come on in and join us. Come on in and join us. Come on in and join us. I'm trying to only tag folks who are in business, but I know that will benefit from this today. Do me a favor, if you already logged in, share it, tag it, note it on Facebook, because I would love for some other people to jump on, because I know for a fact that you will love what comes out of my mouth today. Not because I'm so great, but because I am still in this book, 3 Feet from Gold. And let me tell you something. I'm only on chapter 6. We probably won't get beyond chapter 8 or 9. Because I can't afford to be in this book for 6 more months. But I tell you, this book is wonderfully pushing me. I'm in this book because I read it once and I'm doing it again. But this book is pushing me to make things better on another level. So come on in, join us. I'll give you a few seconds to join us. See who's in it so far. Hey, Leslie, good to see you, sis. Congratulations on your new Mary Kay business, girlie. Saw Roderick Davis jump in. Good to see you, brother. My brother Carlton is in. Happy Friday to you, Doc. Leslie says yes. Oh, thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Don't forget to put your comments and questions on the side. And while I've got a few minutes, let me remind you that I am putting together the webinars that I've been promising for a while. It's just taking longer than I thought, so give me a little bit longer. We will have the webinars up for sale before the month is over. Hopefully the first one will be ready next week. I'm trying to decide if I want to do them in my office or if I want to do them somewhere else. So y'all just bear with me. It's the life of an entrepreneur. Life of an entrepreneur. Oh, Leslie prophesied. She said, serious cash infusions. Yes, Lord. Thank you. I receive it. All that good stuff. Y'all know I'm crazy. Invite somebody else on. We're going to get started in about 15 seconds. So invite somebody else on. I'm really believing that you all will be blessed today. My whole goal is that everything that we do helps your life to be better. So I am so believing that will happen today. So come on in, join us. A couple other business folks I see on my list. I just want to invite them real quick. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. I'm going to get started in 10 seconds. All right. Let's walk back. I was trying to walk you back through what we talked about before. We started off this session talking about being an entrepreneur versus a socialpreneur. We said that an entrepreneur is one who starts a business to make money. We talked about a socialpreneur as a person who starts a business with the direct goal of helping people. All right, we talked about what got you here, what got you to the point where you started your business, what got you to the place where you launched out. For most of us, it was a loss of some sort or something negative. Then we talked about the U factor. The first series was about the attitude, the skill set, and passion. Last Wednesday, we talked about your associations. And today I want to continue with the U factor, but I didn't know I was going to do that until I finished my part. So let's talk about this. Today we're still talking about the U factor, but I want to first ask you about your IQ factor. Traditionally IQ numbers talk about intelligence quotient, but I want to ask you, what is your I quit factor? What will it take for you to quit? Stay with me, because I got 2 other things to talk about that will all come back to your I quit factor. What will happen in your business to cause you to quit? Will you quit in business because you didn't get a sale? Will you quit in business because a customer lied to you? Will you quit in business because you didn't get the bank account that you wanted? What's going to cause you to quit in business? And so many times we quit for the wrong reasons. If your why is strong, we talked about that the other day. If your focus is sharp, then you should only quit when your why changes or your focus is compromised, or something beyond your control is done, like the government shuts you down. All right. What is your I quit factor, your I quit level? What's going to cause you to quit? Listen, I'm in business with a divine mandate. So unless God changes his mind, I'm not quitting, because my I quit factor is much higher than it used to be. So why is my IQ factor so high now? Well, it's because I've come to understand this concept called strengths, weaknesses, and competencies. Strengths, weaknesses, and competencies. I've got one more after this, so stay with me. Strengths, weaknesses, and competencies. Now, here's my belief in business. You must staff your weaknesses. I understand that. But you turn your weaknesses into competencies. You're not ready for me. Yes, you must staff your weaknesses, but turn your weaknesses into competencies. What am I talking about? Well, everybody understands what the strength is. If your strength is selling your product or service, then you focus the majority of your time on selling. However, you cannot have the weakness of numbers and administrative stuff, and you are hiring somebody to do that stuff, but you don't understand at all what that entails. How are you a business owner? You're progressing through the business cycles. How are you progressing through the stages of business? And you don't understand numbers, but you hire somebody to do the numbers, and you don't know if they're cheating you or not. You don't know if they're taking advantage of you or not. You don't know if they're stealing from you or not. You don't know if they're embezzling your hard-earned funds or not, which is why you build your strengths, you hire your weaknesses, but you convert your weakness to a competency. Let me tell you something. There is not a CEO alive in this country that is not competent in every area of that business. It doesn't mean that's their strength. It doesn't mean that's their forte. It doesn't even mean that's their focus. But if my strength is in selling and selling my content and creating content, once I hire somebody to do the books, I still know what the books say. I still can read a bank statement. I still can understand the numbers. I still have my name on the bank accounts and not theirs. I still have my name on everything, and they operate with my permission, but they cannot pull the wool over my eyes because I'm competent. And we have got to develop ourselves in the U factor to where we are no longer weak in every area. I'm not saying you're the expert in everything, but you should have a basic competence in everything concerning your business, so you cannot be taken advantage of. I did a coaching video probably last year talking about a place problem, where sometimes we're mad about things that cause us to quit, cause us frustration, and truth be told, you've given it a place. Don't get mad because somebody robs the things out of your home when you left all of your doors open, you left all of your blinds up, and you left all of your windows open. All right? Yes. All right. So we talked about your quit factor, your I quit factor. We talked about strengths, weaknesses, and competencies. And the last thing I want to leave you with, we're still talking about the you factor. The last thing I want to talk to you about is what we call counsel versus opinions. You know, everybody has an opinion. It's like a booty hole. Somebody says it's like a booty hole. Everybody has one. Everybody has an opinion. But what is the difference between an opinion and counsel? You ready? An opinion is usually based on ignorance. The book says something, and I want to give this to you because most people have never heard it this way, and I surely didn't either. The book calls it, oh, give me a second, I'm going to give it to you. The book calls it pooled ignorance, which means if you're not careful, you will talk to somebody who doesn't know what in the world they're talking about. Like, not at all. They have no freaking clue what they're talking about. And they're going to give you information that is based on what, here it is. So page 30 of the book. It is called pooled ignorance. You got all of these folks who come together and they make it right only because of the numbers behind it, but they're all wrong. All of these people are telling you X, Y, and Z, and they're wrong. They have no experience. They have no training. They have no education. They don't even have self-education. Forget the fact they've never taken a course. Forget the fact they've never been trained by an expert. We did a video last week talking about training versus learning. You've got to be trained to succeed in business. You've got to be taught to succeed in business. Everything in business cannot be self-learned. Stop being cheap. Stop being poor. Spend the money so an expert can teach you something. Go spend the money so an expert can train you. Go spend the money so you can quantum leap your business and quantum leap the time frame that it will require to have the level of success that you desire, because you've learned from those who've already paid the price. Why would you learn how to build a finance kingdom from a bricklayer? That's from the book Richest Man in Babylon. You don't learn how to buy jewels from a bricklayer. You learn how to buy jewels from a jeweler. If you want to be a dynamic speaker and coach, you have to be taught and trained by dynamic speakers and coaches, by dynamic speakers and coaches. If you want to be a phenomenal teacher, you got to be taught and trained by phenomenal teachers who educate, but they're licensed, they're certified, they are credentialed. And so many of us, I'm sorry to say, but so many of us are working off of people's good intention, but they don't have the content, they don't have the skill, they don't have the foundation and the infrastructure to stand on. I promise you, if I showed you all of the books in my office, you would understand what I'm saying. And it's not just the stuff I've read personally. I've been taught by the Delator McNeil. I've been taught by Mr. Darnell Self. I've been taught through the books and the audios of Jim Rohn. I've got a coaching certification to go get, another one. Come on. We have got to be able to get counsel, not opinions. All right? This is the you factor. These are the things that will help you as a person to not only be a better person, but to stay in business. And remember, everything we do as business owners, everything we do as entrepreneurs, everything we do as people in business is to help us stay in business. And I believe that if you have counsel versus opinions, if you convert your weaknesses into competencies and focus on your strengths, then I believe that your I quit factor, what will cause you to quit, will rise as you become better so that you can build the business of your dreams that will cause your destiny to manifest, that will cause God to be glorified, that will cause people to be helped, whether you intended for them to be helped as a socialpreneur or not. All right? We good, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. It's fun. It's a fabulous Friday. Keep lookout on the Better Life Institute Facebook page. Keep lookout on the Better Life Institute YouTube page. We will soon have these webinars up, because if you're liking these little traits and go for joining us, have a great Friday. But just remember that when life is good, a better life is always best. Blessings to you. Oh, let me go back. I forgot to look at my comments. Leslie said she's grateful. She said that was awesome. Leslie says my I quit factor may be higher than my IQ. I love it. I love it, Leslie. Carlson said quit only if options are no longer available. Yes. Unless you increase your skill level to find a new way to do it, like the ant. Okay. Marcus joined us for a second. Leslie said teach. Carlton said be able to read even if you don't write the books. Yes. All about competency. And that's one of the things with Better Life Institute. Our goal is to help people be competent in every area of life. Not an expert. Be competent so you can pick your expertise. All right. I'm going, y'all. Carlton says education requires an investment of time and money. Yes, Carter. So let me go. Just remember, when life is pretty good, a better life is best. Partner with us, join with us, continue to share these free resources so that people can get better. Blessings to you. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.